Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that was very necessary. Diouf shapes to shoot! Messi. And it's Stojkovic. Stojkovic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for options for movement. Cafu. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Lampard never out of the action for very long. Cruyff. Now it's Villa. Cruyff. Eze. Looking to play him in. And he's in on goal. So no flag here. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's really well cleared. Yaya Toure. And it's Stojkovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Turns back here, probably the best option. That is good progress on the left.
Might want to be careful there.
Well read, and the danger is averted. That's put paid to the danger. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's gone loose. Might be danger here. Goes for a shot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff venturing down the left. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that looks a decent ball. And a chance! That's going to go a long way. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I'd just like to read out our
Barcelona currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Stojkovic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Swings in, he's rising! Oh, good finish! Barcelona back in business. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That looks a good ball through. Wan-Bissaka. Castellanos. Jupe threads one in, and that is expertly dealt with. Cafu.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cafu wins the duel this time. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Stojkovic. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Substitution in progress.
Brazil can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Barcelona leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Opts to play it back. And that's a shot at goal!
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever.
Good take, and is he in? Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And he's quick to get rid. And he skips past his man. Szoboszlai tries it, and a header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Aims beyond the defence. I think we're just about done here.
Minutes has been indicated.
Oh, it's come loose. Picked out, it's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's got away with one there. He won't be happy with that one. Stan. And we're done. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Pato claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Please take some time out to give your support to our
How will we look back on that?
What a game. What a show of character.